So last session up to we have discussed question number 51. Now question number 52. For positive integers n1, n2, the values of the expression 1 plus I whole power n1 plus 1 plus I cube whole power n1 plus 1 plus I power 5 whole power n2 plus 1 plus I power 7 whole power n2, where n I is equal to greater than minus 1. So get I is equal to square root of minus 1. So here solution where 1 plus I whole power n1 plus, so already we know that the value of I cube, I square into I, so minus I we are getting here 1 minus I whole power n1 plus here 1 plus, okay, 1 I power 5 value I only, I power 4 into I, we are getting I only 1 plus I whole power n2 plus here also 1 plus I power 7 value. So I power 7 value I square whole power 3 into I. So I square whole power 3 value minus 1. Minus 1 into I, we are getting minus I only. 1 minus I whole power n2. Now here, so it can be written as, so here we have to divide and multiply 2 here. Now it contains like this, cos of, so divide and multiply 2 here, you may not get 1 by 1 plus I by 2 whole power n1 plus here also we have divided and multiplied 2 here, 1 minus I by 2 whole power n1 plus here also multiply and divide 2, 1 plus I whole power n2 whole divided 2 whole divided by n2 plus 2 into 1 minus I by 2 whole power n2. Now, so here 2 power, it can be written 2 power n1 into, here 1 by 2 plus 1 by 2 into I, it can be written like this, 1 by 2 plus I by 2 whole power n1 plus here 2 power n1. So it can be written as like this, 1 by 2 minus I by 2 whole power n1 plus here 2 power n2, here it can be written as 1 by 2 plus I by 2 whole power n2 plus here 2 power n by 2, it can be written like this, 1 by 2 minus I by 2 whole power n2. Now, so it can be written like cos of pi by 3 plus I sin of pi by 6. So already we know that the value of cos of pi by 3 value 1 by 2 and sin of pi by 6 value 1 by 2. It can be 2 power n1 cos of pi by 3 plus I sin of pi by 6. It simply we are getting same value into whole power n1 plus 2 power n1 into here also cos of pi by 3 minus I sin of pi by 6 whole power n1 plus 2 power n2, here also cos of pi by 3 plus I into sin of pi by 6 whole power n2 plus, so 2 power n2 into here also cos of pi by 3 minus I into sin of pi by 6 whole power n2. So now we know that the De Moivre's theorem cos theta plus I sin theta whole power n is equal to cos n theta plus I sin n theta. Apply that De Moivre's theorem here. So 2 power n1 into here cos of n1 pi by 3 plus I sin of n1 pi by 6 plus 2 power. Now here we have to take common 2 power n1, the both one, remaining cos of n1 pi by 3 plus I sin of n1 pi by 6 plus cos of n1 pi by 3 minus I sin of n1 pi by 6 plus here I have to take common 2 power n2. So, and applying De Moivre's theorem here, cos of n2 pi by 3 plus I sin of n2 pi by 6 plus here applying De Moivre's theorem, we take common 2 power n by 2 here also, cos of n2 pi by 3 minus I sin of n2 pi by 6. Now here we get cancel a minus I plus I sin n2 pi by 6 minus I sin n2 pi by 6, get cancel both here. Here also I sin n1 pi 6 minus I sin n1 pi 6, n1 pi by 6 we get cancel, remaining 2 power n1 into here cos of n1 pi by 3 plus cos of n1 pi by 3 getting 2 into cos of n1 pi by 3 getting we get 2 remaining 2 into cos of n1 pi by 3 plus here so 2 power n2 here cos of n2 pi by 3 plus cos of n2 pi by 3 we getting 2 into cos of n2 pi by 3, 2 into cos of n2 pi by 3. So it can be written as like this. So bases are same, power should be added. So 2 power n1 plus 1 into cos of n1 pi by 3 plus here 2 into n2 plus 1 into cos of n2 pi by 3. So already we know that both are, it should be real. It should be real. The value of n1 should be greater than 1 and n2 should be greater than 1 because it is a real. Therefore, the value of n1 should be greater than 1 and n2 should be greater than 1. Here the option, sorry, n1 greater than 0, okay, 1. Because it should be n1 greater than 0 and n2 greater than 3, we are getting only that should be real value. Therefore, n1 is greater than 0 and n2 is greater than 0. The option is D is the correct option. Option D is the correct option. If question number 53, if alpha and beta are the roots of x square, so alpha and beta are roots of x square minus 2x plus 4 is equal to 0, then alpha power n plus beta power n is equal to. Here they are given alpha and beta are the roots of this one. So we have to find roots of this one by using formula here. So x squares we have to take directly alpha into beta. They are given alpha and beta are the roots of this equation. So minus b plus or minus square root of. First we have to find the roots of this equation. So we know that the formula x is equal to minus b plus or minus square root of b square minus 4ac divided by 2a if a is not equal to 0. So it is a form of ax square plus bx plus c is equal to 0. Here x is equal to b value minus of b value minus 2 plus or minus square root of minus 2 whole square minus 4 into a value 1 into c value 4 divided by 2 into 1. So here minus 2 into minus 2 into minus 1 we are getting 2 plus or minus square root of minus 2 whole square 4 minus 4 4 the minus 16 divided by 2. So 2 plus or minus square root of minus 12. 4 minus 16 minus 12 divided by 2. The 2 plus or minus square root of, so we are getting right directly I into square root of 12 divided by 2, because square root of minus 1 into square root of 12 we are getting I into square root of 12. So 2 plus or minus here I into, so square 12 na 4 into, we get directly 2 root 3 divided by 2. So here we have to take 2 common, divide by 2 to get cancel, remaining what we get here. So x is equal to 1 plus or minus I root 3. Now they have given alpha and beta are the roots of this equation. We have to first we have taken the two values here. X is equal to 1 plus I root 3 and x is equal to 1 minus I root 3. Now here alpha is equal to, we have taken like this, alpha is equal to 1 plus I root 3 and beta is equal to 1 minus I root 3. So here we have to take common I, divide and multiply with 2 also we are getting. So what we get here, 2 into 1 plus, we are directly 1 by 2 plus I into root 3 by 2. Here beta is equal to, here also divide and multiply by 2, remaining 1 by 2 minus I root 3 by 2. Now alpha is equal to, convert in the terms of cos and sine, to 2 into, we will get cos of pi by 6, cos of pi by 3 plus I sine of pi by 3 in beta value 2 into cos of pi by 3 minus I sine of pi by 3. So find, here we have to find alpha power n and beta power n. So we have to directly alpha power n is equal, okay, we have to find alpha power n plus beta power n, alpha value here and beta value here. We can direct it 2 power n into cos of pi by 3 plus I sine pi by 3 whole power n plus 2 power n cos of pi by 3 plus minus I sine of pi by 3 whole power n. Now by applying De Moivre's theorem, so we get 2n, we get common. So meaning what we get here, 2 power n into cos of n pi by 3 plus I into sine of n pi by 3 plus cos of, because we have take common 2 power n here, so cos of n pi by 3 minus I sine of n pi by 3. Now here I sine of n pi by 3 minus I sine of n pi by 3 get cancelled. So remaining what we get here, 2 times of cos n pi by 3, we are getting directly 2 e power n into 2 times of cos n pi by 3. Now here bases of same power should be added, so 2 power n plus 1 into cos n pi by 3. Here option C is the correct option. So 2 power n plus 1 into cos of n pi by 3. Next question, question number 54. The modulus and amplitude of 1 plus root 3 I whole power 8 are respectively. Okay, here we have to find modulus and amplitude of this one. Amplitude nothing but argument. Now here z is equal to like this. So modulus of z is equal to directly square root of 1 plus square root of 3 whole square. Square root get cancelled, remaining 3 whole power 8. Now here 1 plus 3, 4, square root of 4 we are getting 2 power 8, we are getting modulus only. Now here argument or amplitude of z, both are same. So here the amplitude of 1 plus I root 3 or root 3. So it should be goes on first quadrant only. Then theta value, so theta value tan inverse of y by x, we get tan inverse of root 3 by 1. So tan inverse of root 3 by 1, what we get here? Tan inverse of root 3 value pi by 3. So the amplitude getting, what we get here? Amplitude of this one pi by 3. So 8 into here. So z is equal, we are getting like this, 2 power 8. Now argument z is equal to 1 plus root 3i whole power 8. So we are applying argument here. Argument of z, already we know that this formula, this property of this argument. So argument z whole power n is equal to n into argument of z, applying this property. Now argument of z is equal to argument of 1 plus root 3i whole power 8. Now argument of z is equal to, applying this property, 8 into argument of 1 plus root 3i. So now we have to find argument of this one. We can directly tan inverse of 8 tan inverse of modulus of y by x. Y value here root 3 by 1. Now here 8 into tan inverse of root 3. Tan inverse of root 3 value pi by 3. Now it goes on first quadrant with the argument of the value should be also theta only. Now it can be written as 8 into pi by 3. Here the modulus value 2 power 8 and argument value 8 pi by 3. Here option. So they have given option in only the 2 power 8 value 256. Then option A is the correct option because 256 and 8 pi by 3. This question number 54, 55. Question number 55. We express cos 2 theta minus I sin 2 theta whole power 4 into cos 4 theta plus I sin 4 theta whole power minus 5 divided by cos 3 theta plus I sin 3 theta whole power minus 2 into cos 3 theta minus I sin 3 theta whole power minus 9. Here, so it can be written as like this. So by applying De Moivre's theorem, now it can be written as cos theta plus I sin theta whole power minus 2, get minus 2 whole power 4. అలాగే లెంత్ వస్తుంది సార్ అది. Here cos theta plus I sin theta whole power 4 whole power minus 5 divided by here cos theta plus I sin theta whole power 3 whole power minus 2 into cos theta plus I sin theta whole power minus 3 whole power minus. Here, so it can be cos theta plus I sin theta whole power minus 2. This already we know that the cos of minus theta value cos theta and sin of minus theta value minus sin theta. We can apply that one only here. But here also same thing. So cos theta plus I sin theta whole power 4, because cos of theta is equal to cos theta only. We can directly apply it here. So here, so cos of theta plus I sin theta whole power 3 whole power minus 2. Again here, so we have take common minus 3. So here cos theta plus I sin theta whole power minus 3 whole power minus 9. So cos of minus 3 theta we are getting only cos 3 theta. So cos of sin of minus theta we are getting minus sin theta. So same thing only here. So cos of cos theta plus I sin theta whole power. So what we get a minus 2 into 4. What we get? Minus 8. Here cos theta plus I sin theta. So 4 into minus 20 whole divided by here cos of cos theta plus I sin theta whole power minus 6 into cos theta plus I sin theta whole power 27, because minus 3 into minus 2 we are getting 27. Now here the bases same, power should be added. So what we get here? Cos theta plus I sin theta whole power minus 28 divided by, here also bases are same, power should be added. So cos theta plus I sin theta whole power minus 6 plus 27, what do you get? Plus 21. So is equal to, so here you getting numerator, what we get here? It goes on numerator, what we get? Cos theta plus I sin theta. So you get numerator, what you get? Minus 28 into minus 21, we get minus 49. Again here applied the De Moivre's theorem. So what we get? Cos of minus 49 theta, we are getting cos 49 theta plus I sin of minus 49, we are getting minus only, minus I sin 49 theta. Here option A is the correct option. Option A is the correct option. Is question number 56. One of the value of cos pi by 6 plus I sin pi by 6 whole power 1 by 2 plus cos pi by 6 minus I sin pi by 6 whole power 11 by 2 is. Here also by applying De Moivre's theorem, cos pi by 6 into 1 by 2, whatever pi by 12 plus I sin of pi by 12 plus here cos of 11 pi by 12 by, here also applying De Moivre's theorem, minus I sin of pi 11 pi by 12. Now here cos of pi by 12 plus I sin of pi by 12 plus here cos of pi minus pi by 12 minus I sin of pi minus pi by 12. Cos pi by 12 plus I sin pi by 12 plus cos of 180 minus theta minus cos theta, we get minus cos pi by 12. Here sin of 180 minus theta, sin theta only, minus I sin pi by 12. Here plus minus get cancelled, remaining what do we get? 0. Here option D is the correct option. Question number 57. The set of positive values of n for which square root of 1 plus cos 30 degree divided by 2 plus I into square root of 1 minus cos 30 degree divided by 2 whole power n is real. Here it can be written as square root of, already we know that the formula 1 plus cos theta, 1 plus cos theta is equal to So 2 cos square theta by 2. Already we know that this one. It can be written as 2 cos square 15 degrees by 2 plus I sin square root of 2 sin square theta by 2, 2 sin square 15 degree by 2 whole power n. Here 2 get cancelled, here also 2 get cancelled. So remaining cos square 15 degree cos 15 degree plus I sin 15 degrees. Now here whole power n. Now here how do we know that the value of, so we can apply it. Sorry, that method is very lengthy. We can do another method. Here square root of 1 plus cos 30 degree in terms of radians cos of pi by 6 by 2 plus I sin of I 1 minus cos of pi by 6 divided by 2 whole power n. Here it can be written as square root of 1 plus cos theta 2 cos square theta by 2. Here 2 cos square theta. So we have theta by 2. So pi by 12 divided by 2 plus I into square root of 2 sin square pi by 12 by 2. Sorry. Whole power n. Here 2 get cancelled. Here 2 get cancelled. Remaining square root of cos square pi by 12 directly cos pi by 12 plus I sin pi by 12. Here whole power n. Here cos, by applying De Moivre's theorem, cos n pi by 12 plus I sin n pi by 12. So what I give, it is a purely real. So what they given? So it is the value of is a purely, it is a real. Here n pi value, n pi by 12 is equal to, we have taken the real value, it is constant value m pi. Here by applying De Moivre's theorem, what do we get? Cos of n pi by 12 plus I sin n pi by 12. But again it is a real. So it is a real, then the imaginary part of this one should be 0. But here imaginary part should be sin n pi by 12. We can write sin n pi by 12 is equal to 0. Already we know that general solutions in trigonometry, the sin theta is equal to 0, then theta value n pi. But here the same value getting here n pi by 12, we have taken here theta value m pi. Here pi get cancelled, n is equal to 12 m, but the value of m should be 1, 2, 3, 4, so on. It is a integers, the positive integers. So here we are applying value n is equal to 12 into m value 1, 12, 24, 12 to the 36, so on. Here the option D is the correct option. Option D is correct answer. Next question number 58. If z is z plus 1 by z is equal to 2 cos of 6 degree, then z power 100 plus 1 divided by z power 100 plus 1 is equal to. So here they given, so z plus 1 by z is equal to 2 into cos power 6 degree. Now here we have to find the value of z power 100 plus 1 by z power 100 is equal to, the value should be cos of, so 1 should be 6 degree, but here z plus 1 by z is equal to 2 into cos degree, but here the small change, the question should be z power 1000 plus 1 by z power 1000 plus 1 is equal to. So what they given here, 1 z plus 1 by z is equal to 2 into cos 6 degree. So by applying De Moivre's theorem, so what we get, z power 1000 plus 1 by z power 1000 is equal to 2 into cos 6 degree whole power 1000. By applying De Moivre's, we are getting directly cos 6000 degree. By applying this value here is equal to z power 1000 plus 1 by z power 1000 value 2 into cos 6000 degree plus 1. Here 2 into, so already we know that in trigonometry zero, pi by 2, pi, 3 pi by 2, 2 pi, again here 3 pi, 5 pi, 4 pi, 6 pi, like this. Here, but it can be written as 2 into cos of it can be the 6000 degree, convert the degree into radians. So 6000 degree is equal to, it can be 6000 into pi by 180. So 0, 0 get cancelled. Here 6 3s are 6 1s are, we have get 600s are, but 100 pi by 3. The 6000 degree value, you convert in radius, we are getting 100 pi by 3. 100 pi by 3 plus 1, it can be 2 into cos of, it can be written as 33 pi plus pi by 3 plus 1. 33 is a odd number. 33 pi we are getting here. 33 pi plus theta. What we get here? Here only the third quadrant. So in third quadrant, the cos value should be negative. Here 2 into cos of 33 pi plus theta minus of cos pi by 3 plus 1. Here 2 into, so minus of cos pi by 3 value 1 by 2. We have to minus 1 by 2 plus 1, 2 get cancelled, minus 1 plus 1 we get directly 0. Your option A is the correct option. Standard. Okay, next question. Question number 59. If z is equal to 1 plus x I whole power n is a complex number such that it is real and imaginary parts are equal, where x belongs to R and n belongs to positive integer I plus, then the possible values of x are, then here we have to find the possible values of x. Here z is equal to 1 plus x I whole power, and here we have to put x is equal to tan theta, x is equal to tan theta, but theta value tan inverse of x. Substitute here z is equal to 1 plus x value tan theta into I, we have directly I into tan theta whole power n. Here 1 plus I, it can be written as sin theta by tan theta. Already we know that cos theta whole power n. Here I take LCM cos theta, remaining cos theta plus I sin theta whole power n. Now by applying De Moivre's theorem, here cos n theta plus I sin n theta divided by cos power n theta. Here, so cos n theta divided by cos power n theta plus I sin n theta divided by cos power n theta. But the it is the real and imaginary parts are equal. They are given. But here the real part should be cos n theta by cos power n theta, and imaginary part should be sin n theta divided by cos power n theta. They are equal. They are given. The real part of z is equal to imaginary part of z. But here real part cos n theta divided by cos power n theta is equal to sin n theta imaginary part divided by cos power n theta. Here cos power n theta get cancelled. Remaining beside sin n theta divided by cos n theta is equal to 1. It can be written as tan n theta is equal to 1. So the theta value in tan, the theta value one in first quadrant and third quadrant. But here the theta value should be here n theta, but n theta is equal to in first quadrant the value pi by 4, or in third quadrant the value should be here pi minus here. So in first quadrant tan value pi by 4, and the third quadrant so pi plus pi by 4, and that value should be also positive in third quadrant also tan value. Here n theta is equal to pi by 4, or you have to take LCM 4 pi plus pi 5 pi by 4, but in this option they are given only here. So theta value pi by 4n or 5 pi by 4n. Now substituting the value in theta, so what do we get? Pi by 4n is equal to tan inverse of x. Now we have taken this equation number 1, from 1 becomes, we have taken like this. So x is equal to tan pi by 4n. Another value, theta value 5 pi by 4n. Substitute in equation number 1. So tan inverse of 4n. So tan inverse of 5 pi by 4n is equal to tan inverse of x. But x is equal to tan 5 pi by 4n. But in the option they are given only x is equal to tan 5 pi by 4n. Option C is the correct option. Option C is the correct option. Next question number 60. Here, cos alpha minus cos beta plus I sin alpha minus I sin beta whole power n plus cos alpha minus cos beta minus I into sin alpha minus sin beta whole power n divided by sin power n alpha minus beta divided by 2 into cos of n pi by 2 plus n into alpha plus beta by 2. We know that the cos C minus cos D formula. What is the formula? So minus of 2 sin C plus D by 2 into sin C minus D by 2. Apply this formula. Here we have to apply sin C minus sin D formula. The same thing here. Minus 2 sin alpha plus beta by 2 into sin of alpha minus beta by 2 plus I into 2 cos alpha plus beta by 2 into sin of alpha minus beta by 2 whole power n plus here also minus of 2 sin alpha plus beta by 2 into sin of alpha minus beta by 2 minus I into sin C minus sin D formula 2 into cos alpha plus beta by 2 into sin alpha minus beta by 2 whole power n divided by sin power n into alpha minus beta by 2 into cos n pi by 2 plus n into alpha plus beta by 2. Here we have to take common here. So here also 2 into sin alpha minus beta by 2. Here also 2 into sin alpha minus beta by 2. We have to take common here. So what do we get here? So 2. Okay. In whole question we have to take common 2 into sin alpha minus beta by 2. 2 into sin alpha minus beta by 2. Here also we take common same term. So the power should be there. So take common outside. We are getting 2 power n into sin of alpha minus beta by 2 whole power n. Remaining term here minus 2 sin minus 2, sorry, we have taken 2 outside. So remaining minus sin alpha plus beta by 2 plus I cos alpha plus beta by 2 whole power n plus you take plus minus sin alpha plus beta by 2 minus I into cos of alpha plus beta by 2 whole power n by sin power n alpha minus beta by 2 into cos of n pi by 2 plus n into alpha plus beta by 2. Here, so it can be sin, it is also written as sin power n into alpha minus beta by 2. Here at the same time we have to cancel both terms here. Remaining, so 2 power n by applying De Moivre's theorem, what we get here? So minus sin n into alpha plus beta by 2 plus I into cos n into alpha plus beta by 2 plus minus of sin n alpha plus beta by 2 minus I into cos of n alpha plus beta by 2 by here size cos term should be cancelled here also plus I cos n alpha plus beta by 2 here minus I cos n alpha plus beta by 2 gets to cancel. So remain by cos of n pi by 2 plus n into alpha plus beta by 2. Here minus 2 minus sin n into alpha plus by 2. Here plus into minus only, minus sin into n into alpha plus beta by 2. You can write minus of here 2 power n into you take minus 2 into sin n into alpha plus beta by 2 by remaining cos of n pi by 2 plus n into alpha plus beta by 2. Now here to get outside remaining 2 power n plus 1 minus, it can be written as cos of, it can be written as cos of, here the cos of the multiples of n into pi by 2 plus theta we are getting minus negative sign minus sin theta. The minus sin theta value like this. Here also is applying same formula. Here getting cos of n pi by 2 plus theta value n into alpha plus beta by 2 divided by cos of n pi by 2 plus n into alpha plus beta by 2. We are able to cancel remaining 2 power n plus 1. The option B is the correct option. This question number 61. Minus 1 plus I root 3 whole power 15 divided by 1 minus I whole power 20 plus minus 1 minus I root 3 whole power 15 divided by 1 plus I whole power 20. So already we know that the values of omega and omega square, the value of omega is equal to minus 1 plus I root 3 divided by 2, it can be 2 omega is equal to minus 1 plus I root 3. The value of 2 omega is equal to minus 1 plus I root 3. And already we know that the value of omega square is equal to minus 1 minus I root 3 divided by 2. So it will 2 into omega square is equal to minus 1 minus I root. Substitute these values here, but we get minus 1 plus I root 3, we have 2 omega. So 2 into omega whole power 15 divided by 1 minus I whole power 20 plus minus 1 minus I omega 2 omega square whole power 15 divided by 1 plus I whole power 20. Here 2 power 15 into omega power 15 divided by here 1 minus I whole power 20 plus here 2 power 15 omega square whole power 15 omega power 30 divided by 1 plus I whole power 20. So already we know that the value of omega cube is equal to 1, but the omega power 15 it can be written as omega cube whole power 5. So here I have written directly, so 2 into 15 the value should be 1 divided by 1 minus I whole power 20 plus 2 power 15. So omega 30 value also 1, because omega power 3 whole power 10 we are getting 1 power 10, we can write directly the value also 1 divided by 1 plus I whole power 20. So in numerator we have to take common 2 power 15 and take LCM 1 minus I whole power 20 into 1 plus I whole power 20 remaining. So 1 plus I whole power 20 plus 1 minus I whole power 20. Here, so 2 power 15 into, so 1 plus I whole square whole power 10 plus 1 minus I whole square whole power 10 divided by, here a plus b into a minus b, we can write directly 1 square 1 minus I square value minus of minus, we are getting 1 plus 1 whole power 20. Here, so 2 power 15 into, here 1 square 1 plus I square plus 2i, here I square value minus 1 plus 1 minus 1 get cancelled, remaining 2i whole power 10 plus here also minus, so 1 square plus I square value. We are getting 1 minus 1, we are getting answer remaining minus 2i whole power 10 whole divided by 1 plus 1 2 power 20. Okay, so 2 power 50 into 2 power 10 into I power 10 value 1 only, because I square, sorry, I power 10 value minus 1, I square whole power 5, we are getting I square whole power value minus 1 whole power 5, we are getting minus 1 only. So 2 power 10 into minus 1, here minus 2 whole power 10, we have 2 power 10, here also I power 10 value minus 1 only, divided by 2 power 20. So in the numerator we take common 2 power 10, so we are getting 2 power 25 into minus 1 divided by 2 power 20. Here 2 power 20 remaining 2 power 5 into minus 2. It can be written as minus 2 power 6. We have to minus 64. Here option A is the correct option. This question, so the question 62, 2x is equal to minus 1 plus root 3i, then the value of 1 minus x square plus x whole power 6 minus of 1 minus x plus x square whole power 6. Then first we have to find the value of x here. X is equal to minus 1 plus root 3i divided by 2. Already we know that this value omega, x is equal to omega. Now the value should be 1 minus x square plus x whole power 6 minus 1 minus x plus x square whole power 6 is equal to 1 minus x value omega, 1 minus omega square plus omega whole power 6 minus 1 minus omega plus omega square whole power 6. Already we know that the value of 1 plus omega square is equal to 0. So 1 plus omega square is equal to 0, but here 1 plus omega we are getting minus omega square, here minus omega square minus omega square, because 1 plus omega value minus omega square whole power 6 minus of here 1 plus omega square value, 1 plus omega square value go this side minus omega, so minus omega whole power 6, here minus 2 omega square whole power 6 minus of minus 2 omega whole power 6, here 2 power 6 minus 2 whole power 6 should be 2 power 6 into omega square whole power 6 means omega power 12, here minus of 2 power 6 into omega power 6. Now it can be 2 power 6, it can common remaining omega power, it can be written as omega power 3 whole power 4 minus here omega power 3 whole power 2. So already we know that the value of omega keep value 1 power 4, so 1 power 4 minus 1 square. We are getting 1 power 4 value 1, so minus 1 square value 1, we are getting 0. So what do we get here? So 2 power 6 into 0, we are getting 0. Here option D is the correct option. The remaining questions we will discuss next session. Thank you.